welcome to Comfy Cozy Up. So this is the first vlog, the first reading vlog, and there's a whole lot going on because yeah, I'm trying to get back to normal, guys, and it's a struggle. So let me show you what I've been up to. So I've hadn't recorded a video in, well, I actually did yesterday. I recorded my first video yesterday, so it should be up by the time you guys see this. That is my TBR for my classics for the next 3 months. Go check it out. But I haven't really did any reading, nothing. Like, I'm just literally today okay, let me get back to myself because I have to also get back to working again. So I got to prepare myself for that, all that good stuff. So anyway, let's look at what I've been doing. So guys, remember those things in the bathroom that was kind of not done well? So I've finally painted them white and staining them, but I like how it looks imperfect, but it's like you can see the white peeping through. I don't want it all to be like a dark gray. I wanted it to be like a variation of gray because it would go with the bathroom more. So I've been staining this for 2 days. I think I have there's a few I think 2 of them I have to do one more round of, and then that'll be it, and then I'll have it in the bathroom. So then I also have this canvas I was supposed to start working on. That didn't happen, for my vision board, which I do every year. So books, the bookshelf, got a little cleaning done. Put most of the stuff back, but you can tell like the sides, a couple of them are actually change it up and move things and rearrange it where it fits certain things better. The bottom middle, I'm gonna wait till spring because there's several books in here that I don't need anymore. I've read, or some that haven't read, and I've been holding on to them because the simple fact is they were signed by the author, but I don't really care anymore. Some of these definitely needs to be removed. I mean, I'm pretty sure I can run up 10 books in this section here that can be donated. And a couple of YA too that I can donate. Oh, I can't speak today, guys. Anyway, then over here is my old, which probably most of you guys couldn't tell, my old 2020 vision board. And most of this never happened. So, for instance, I had healthy living, and due to, the quarantine, I sure as hell didn't run, and I sure as hell didn't eat right, which, you know what happened because I didn't. There is the relax. I did relax. So that one was done. Plan, yes, that was done. I did a lot of planning on things that I was able to get done. A little of everything. So where you see money in work, I was hoping for change, as in position, as in raise, all that good stuff. Did not happen. So that was a bummer. You see Africa. I was supposed to go to South Africa. Yeah, Rona happened. So the vacation and then you see that beach one. I was supposed to go to Jamaica for the Christmas. That didn't happen. Writing, that happened. I definitely did some writing, and I'm really, really happy about that. Romance, absolutely not. None of them romance. So that's a bummer. Journal, that should have been a big journal posted I put, because that was definitely a success in 2020. And of course, passion, worth, and wealth. There, I would say that happened in not in terms of cash, but in terms of self-awareness, self-growth, and being able to smile, because I was able to smile and laugh at times and I'm grateful for that. Books, I read some really good books. And I did find source of happiness this year. And it came in different ways. So overall, it wasn't a complete fail when I think of my vision board, but there's some things that I want to happen this year that I'm going to push myself harder for it to happen. But yeah, so that's what this was on the wall. I know a lot of you guys probably never noticed it in videos, but that was my vision board. So I'm gonna work on the new one for 2021 this week and take this down and put it up. And yeah, so I'm gonna go over, put this on a tripod, and we can talk about some other stuff. So yeah, and what am I reading? I know you want to know that too. So yeah. Alright, so what I've been up to in terms of the last few days where I'm not reading anything. So I've been organizing. So I started using the planners. This is my eating and fitness planner. I've been using it for all of December, but I've really been like getting it. I had to do my measurements, which I didn't put in yet. I need to put them in yet, but in here. But my weight is gonna be here: chest, arm, waist, booty, thigh, calf measurement, and that is like what I will have to look at for each month. So I'm happy about that because I'm on it, guys. I'm on it. So then I started using the Hobonichi for the first time. Love it. I love the paper. I've been testing out like pretty much all my pens each day to see what pen I really like on the paper. And so I've done 3 days of it, and I've used 3 different pens. They're all fountain pens because I have quite a bit of fountain pens. So I've been trying different kind of fountain pen, see what works. There are one particular fountain pen that I really like. Takes a little bit longer for the ink to dry, so I wasn't really thrilled about that. And then the one that I used yesterday, I like how it writes, and you can really see it on the pages here. So that was a plus for me. So I'm definitely going to try a different pen today and keep it going until I find one that I'm just gonna write with most of the time. Then this is my journal. So I'm going to in a few minutes. So let me just go tell you guys what I'm reading and all that, and go through how I set this up. It is very simple, basic. I don't do a lot of fancy stuff in my in this particular journal, because this is my reading journal, my blog journal, my YouTube journal. When I do my journal mood challenge, I'll put the information and tracking everybody who submit word of the day, all that stuff in here. So I keep it very basic, and also at times it is not neat, because I am jotting down. Literally, sometimes I'll have it in my bag and I get an idea and I jot it down. So it's not neat and organized, which is why I would never show you. Last year, I think this year I'm going to be a little bit more, try to be a little bit neater, so that when I'm finished towards the end, maybe I could do a flip through. But I was looking at my 2020 and I'm like, oh no. It was just, no. No. It was not organized. It just looked like I can completely understand and follow everything on the page, but you might just look at it as what the hell, because it was just, I made the mistake in the beginning of not realizing how many pages I have. Like, this is a lot of pages. I mean, it's tons. And I was trying to minimize spreading out what I was doing, so I literally was jamming a lot of information, especially when I do my monthly wrap-up on like 2 pages, just cramming them in, and not realize I could have used more pages. I had more pages towards the end that I didn't use in that one. So there we go. But I'll show you this in a minute. We got some goodies. But oh, what am I reading? So let's go with that first. So I did the review yesterday. The classic TBR. So I'm going to start with Rebecca, and I am going to be reading this throughout the month. So this is not going to be a quick read. This is going to be read along with the other books. So this way I'm definitely stretching this out for the month. So then we have Mr. Loverman. This is the book I'm starting with. This is the book that I will read and review in this vlog. So I'm here for it. I'm ready. And I don't know much yet because I have not cracked one page. So I will be starting this book today, and throughout this vlog give you my opinion and what I feel about the book and all that. So it's not that long. It's like 300 pages, I think. But I have a week. Well, not a week, but 4 days. 300 pages. So we'll get through this in this vlog. So that's the book stuff. And fun stuff. So I did the video about bookish items that's to get someone. And I had ordered from the book art bookmarks, and I remember telling you guys how beautiful they are, and waiting guys, these did not show up, I kid you not, until the 2nd of January, and I ordered them on Black Friday. So the wonderful people, they were delayed when they sent it to me, but it wasn't much of a delay. It wasn't as much as it should have been, but they apologized and they gave me an extra bookmark. However, when it got to the post office, it took another eternity to get to me. So but it's when I got them, it was like all that fussing I felt just went by the wayside because I was so happy about it. So here we go. This is how it came with the bow, and I haven't opened them yet because I was saving them for the video. So let me take the bow off, and it says on here happy reading and thank you. So the first one on here is the one I'm most likely gonna use first, because, so if you can see it, because it is going to go really well with this book, for the color and for what's on the front. So guys, look at how cute this is. Hope you guys can see that well, but look at it, guys. It is so cute. All right, so we're gonna do a little tester. So all right, let's get to chapter 1. Now the thing about it is, it's such a stretchy, like you could tell I have a lot of room. So that means if you have a really big book, you won't have any problem because it's pretty loose. But this is how it's gonna look, guys. Ah, isn't that pretty? Okay. So the next one is the one that I first actually wanted to buy. When I saw this one, I was like, this is going to be the one. So this one is an actual clock. Guys, look at that. It's a freaking clock. Like a real clock. It's ticking and all. And I saw this and I was like, wow. So let's try the big chunky Rebecca. Here we go. It's like I'm adjusting it. And guys, it's just gonna be perfect on Rebecca because Rebecca is a white background, so you can really see it. Oh my god, this is such a cute bookmark. I absolutely love it, and I am going to definitely use them. The other two is I'm not gonna open. So this one is I got for my mother. So actually I'll open it so you can see it. Which she was supposed to get with all the other books and journal that I got her for Christmas, but you know, it didn't come. So whenever she comes visit, she'll get it, or I might No, I'm not even gonna take a chance and mail it. I'm just gonna wait till she comes to visit. But guys, unless she doesn't want this one, but I know this is the one I intended on giving her. But look how pretty this is, guys. Look how gorgeous this is. So that's for my mother. So the one that I got free, I thought was a really, really nice color because it's gold. And this, it's really, really, really pretty. If you guys can see that. Very pretty. So I'm glad she sent this one. And it's very stretchy. This is gonna go with some like really basic books, and you just put that one over it. So but it's gonna stay in here because I'm not gonna use them yet. But that is, I feel like you could still use this as a bookmark because knowing me, I'm not throwing it away. I am going to just put it over here for now. And yeah, so super happy about these. So now I'm gonna pull the camera in so you can see this. I'm using this angle, so hopefully you guys will be able to see it real good. But the way I set it up is very simple. So in the front I put 2021. I usually put my email just in case, you know, it's missing. This is my business email, basically comfycozyup@gmail. So you guys will already see that. Over here I put just some words. I have butterfly. I feel like this year my theme is butterfly. I don't know why. I woke up thinking butterfly, and so hopefully you can see that. And I have all these words and that I want to just keep remembering throughout the year. So I put this here, so every time I open it I will look at it. Then the goal, I went through these already, so you already saw all these goals that I talked about in my video for the beginning. So this is what it looked like. So this is my blog idea. So I haven't jotted down much on this yet because, actually, let's see if you can see. So because I don't want to show that part yet. So anyway, the first one I put is my 5-year blog anniversary. And I'll put a little clip on this side so you can see because I don't feel like moving the camera again. But I did my 5-year anniversary. So comfycozyup.com, which is where it all started. This is how I end up having a Twitter account. This is how I end up with Instagram. I never had no desire to be on Instagram. And then when I decided to do the blog, I decided to have an Instagram. So this is how I got on there, to be honest with you guys. I had no desire. Instagram been around way longer than that, and I never did it. I have a Facebook account as well for Comfy Cozy Up that I really don't utilize as much, but I need to figure out how to utilize it a little better. So 5 years of blogging, and I really loved it. So hopefully you guys can go check out that blog post that I did. I did some of my favorite blog posts, and I literally read them again, and it felt so nostalgic thinking about some of the experiences I've had in the last 5 years on social media, and how my blog is what led me to YouTube in the first place. So it all started on the website, guys, on the blog. So then here's where I will put like all my books that I've read. So I will just put it here, put how much stars I gave the book. Pretty much what I would do mostly if I was on Goodreads all the time. Now I still have a Goodreads, I still update it, but I don't update as often. Sometimes 2 months will go by before I update Goodreads. I remember last year towards the end, I was already ahead, and this one girl left me a message saying that you got time, you can do it. And I'd respond to her like, I don't update it as often as I should. But I'm definitely not behind. I was ahead. So my goal was 70 books, and I read 80. So I was definitely ahead. So on here, it's when I start to put them in different categories. So we have romance, and these are 3 romance books that I hope to read this year, but there's gonna be more as I go. I still have to go through some of the books that I already have and put them in here. My urban fiction, I have 2, I just haven't put it in here yet. And then Caribbean books, and I have more than this, and these are the ones that so far I've put in the book that I want to read. And it's all like different variety on here, but some from last year that I didn't, and I still have more recommendation that people give me that I want to check out throughout the year. This will be filled out. Then I have the classics, same thing. So the classics, I have books written down that I definitely own or want to. I think there's only one book on here I don't own, which is Howard's End, but it was on my list last year. And there's a few people that said I definitely should check it out, so I'm definitely going to give it a chance and read it. Then we have over here Black History Month. So for Black History Month, I always plan in January because I always want to read a lot of variety book, and sometimes I find in the last 2 years it is one of my most watched videos. So I always want to make sure that I recommend books that if I put on here books I'm going to read, recommend books to other people. Then I have other things going on. Instagram, there's Real So Lit for the challenge that I will jot down in here for the, of what the challenges are for each day. I also will put on here if I'm involved in any of the fun stuff. Last year was I had a day where my Insta story was the highlight, and I focused on romance novel by African Americans. So that was actually really fun because I didn't just do African. I think I did Caribbean as well, but it was just basically Black authors that do romance, and I love that. So I don't know what's the plan for this year, but I'm sure Didi will definitely announce it soon. Then you have nonfiction. So for the nonfiction, I only have 1 book on here, and I don't know when I'm going to add more book. It is one of the least read categories every year. I think only 1 year exceeded and I end up with 5 books. This last year I literally only read 2 nonfiction. So if I could get to 5 nonfiction this year, I would be happy about it. Then this is my fiction. So this is all the books that don't really fall into any category that I can really say. It's just kind of like an open door, like Mr. Loverman. I can't say Caribbean because the author is not Caribbean. I only put authors who are Caribbean in that section. They have to be of Caribbean or Caribbean heritage in that case, and she is not. So that's how Mr. Loverman end up on this page. And then I have my YouTube page where I will just jot down whatever videos I want to do. So I intended to do a January TBR, which not happening. So I did do the classics, so I won't get a check mark at all. But this is where I will put that. It's very basic. And then this is my January spread. So this is where I will put the books that I read. If I did anything as far as blog posts, all the blog posts that I did for this month will go on here. As well as I will always put a comment or a quote or something that represented January in terms of me socially or the world or something that happened that's significant, or just the mood of January. I always put like a sentence or two down the bottom, or just to sum up the month. That's pretty much how I do January. The next page I can't show you because it's a blog post I am working on, so we're gonna skip over that. And then here is where you get the graphic novel. So graphic novel, I usually put these animated characters on there. I had no idea what to do with these when I got them. Now I have an idea because I'm like, I'm put these animated, character on this page because graphic novel. I have a list. So there is Bookish Rim. She gave me a list on a video, and I am intended on writing them down and slowly get to them because, again, last year I've only read 1 graphic novel, which is so unreal for me, because I tend to read a few. So I'm going to write them down in here. I just haven't had time to write down the recommendations that she gave me, but she gave me quite a few. I'm going to write them down. I know Didi has few that I'm going to probably write down. Hopefully she has the English ones, because I know she reads a lot of French graphic novel, but I will hopefully she has some that are in English, and I'm gonna write it. Now YA, not my favorite category, of course, you guys know that, but I do read YA. I mean, I do read it. So if and when whatever YA I get to, I will put it down here, or YA that seems interesting, I will jot it down here, and where not I get it. And that's it, guys. So I have a lot of pages to go, and I do fill them up over time, but this is basically how I set up. It's a basic setup, and it just works for me. I don't do all that fancy what do you call it, bullet journal style. I don't need all of that in this particular book. I'm just very regular when it comes to this. I just want to be organized, and you can see when I got to Vlogmas that I was able to. So as you can see with this, I keep it regular, and during Vlogmas I was able to go back and look at all the books that I've read in different categories that I want to talk to for videos. That's how I was able to track. I love to when I track all the journal mood people who gave me word of the day, so I could give them a shout out, and I could go back to this when I had my Zoom live. I was able to break this out and tell who did this, who gave this, that kind of deal. So I keep a really good track of everything that I do on my blog, my YouTube channel, and Instagram, just to make it so much easier for me to know what I said, what I did, what I post, all kind of deal, you know, things like that. So yeah, so I am, yeah, that is what I want to get through. Hopefully this intro wasn't so long, because we still got to talk about the book. But it's the first book, it's the first reading vlog, so it's probably going to be a little longer than normal, guys. But I am cooking, and I am going to take my baby with me and start to read. So yay, on to the next, guys. Hey guys, so it's been a few days, like 2 days, because a girl had to go back to work. The vacation was over. I had a whole month off, so just to get back into a work schedule, like I feel like I got run over by a bus. That's how exhausted I feel, because my sleeping pattern is off. So now I have to get back to my time management, how I sleep, all that good stuff. So I didn't pick up a camera. I just wasn't in the mood, guys, because I was tired. So anyway, I did finish those things for the bathroom. I didn't put them up yet. Actually, I put one up just to see how it looks, but I like it. I like that the white is still peeping out through the gray, and it just go with the aesthetic in the bathroom. So I was happy about that. Didn't do the vision board. I think I'm gonna wait for. I'm gonna do it in another video, because I just didn't have time to really sit down, focus on what I want to put on my vision board for this year. So that'll be another video, because I need to be relaxed and get back to my regular schedule, where this was the norm for me. A month off, yeah. This, however, I've been reading, because even though I'm exhausted, I'm not busy at work yet. So I have time to read. So anyway, I am I'm almost done. I literally have like 30-something pages left. Initially, when I picked this book up, I really didn't read all the synopsis in the back. I'm glad I didn't, because this kind of storyline, when it started out, I was not attracted to it. It was just more like, oh God, here we go again with the down low kind of situation. But as I read it, because I was already like having a screw face, because I was like, oh no, this cannot be my first book of the year kind of deal. I realized how good it was. It's not what I expected in terms of what a down low. At first I had that judgmental field for it, like this individual living his best life. Well, not necessarily his best life, but he was living his life, double life, full on relationship, and the wife not knowing. I was not happy about that, but I like how it was addressed later on in the book as I read it, by an unlikely person who addressed that and did it in a way where it was judgmental, not judgmental, but more like set you straight, make you know that that is foul kind of situation. But I like that she gives you bits and pieces of the wife in this. Like she has a voice in the story, and you can tell this is one, a marriage of a cover-up marriage, and the other one a marriage influenced by religious belief, that kind of deal. So I am at a point where there is supposed to be this big reveal to one individual who seems to be in the dark versus the others had an idea, and it's one of those where you think someone don't know your movement, your behavior, but they know and they hold on to things for years and not say anything, that kind of deal. I like how that came out, but be honest with you, Barry Barry's Jamaican. Barry's a Caribbean man. Well, I guess all the Caribbean people's the same, because he just come off like a Jamaican man too. But he's from Antigua, so he's a typical Caribbean man. You can tell the behavior, the mannerism, there's this thing about him where he's not taking responsibility at time. You get that in here. But I'm going to leave it at this because I want to give a full assessment of all of this, because I want to know what really going to happen when he actually dropped the bomb. So we'll see, and I'll give you the rundown of my total thing of this. And I still have not picked up one page from Rebecca, so I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to finish this today, and then I'm going to at least get 2 chapters into Rebecca for this vlog. And hopefully this vlog is not too long. I feel like it's going to be because there's so much going on. But I'm adjusted, and it's just, I kind of like not mind, because then the next vlog will be better because I'll be adjusted hopefully. But this is probably gonna be, I gotta come up with a creative title for this one, because I just really not myself right now because of my getting back to my work schedule. But anyway, it's a beautiful day. You see how sunny it is? Oh my god, it's one of those like sunny days that you wish it was warm, wish I was outside on my deck with my plants. But no guys, it's like 20 something degrees outside. It is freezing. So I'm gonna get back to this, and then my journal of the day. And we're not gonna talk about the madness that happened this week. I have to laugh because that whole situation was just not shocking at all, but just in a sad way entertaining, because it's just foolishness, absolute foolishness. You just have to laugh, because you cannot give your energy to that foolishness. You just cannot. So anyway, we're gonna move on and hope the rest of the week is smooth sailing and nothing more happened that I gotta stop and look and scratch my head and try. Yeah, we're gonna end this here. Next. So, finish this book. Absolutely enjoyed this. I love that it is not the typical DL book where there's this overwhelming sadness, betrayal, and you walk away being more upset about the male character in this. It is addressed some of the reservation I have about the story was addressed, and I love that, because I'm always gonna think about the wife who was in the dark as the husband is carrying on a full-on double life. I'm always gonna be feeling that way about the wife, but sorry about that. But what I did enjoy is that she gave me Tasha Smith up in here. When that wife came back home and realized what happened, there was the secret reveal story. It was like, she was like, boom, I got plans. She had things straight out. She was going to live her best life. She was not going to allow this kind of betrayal in a way, or you know, this 50 years of dishonesty ruin her. She was gonna live the rest of her life out. These are characters in their 70s, so you know, that whole idea, life is short, you don't know how long you got left. She's not gonna have this destroy her, and I love that the author wrote that for that character. So you walk away with a different feel for this book, because in essence, it's kind of like everybody got their way. He is able to live his life in the way he wants, and she's able to somewhat do the same. It is sad that it took 50-something years of their life together for that to, you know, for them to realize that this wasn't it. You can see how some marriages last this long, where you holding on to that religious idea of you promise to stick together kind of deal. You see that in this, but I love the children in this, the daughters and the grandson. I like that was brought in to give you this family dynamic, that not every case in this setting and horrible, and when you're completely isolated from your family, not every case like that. And this probably is someone's story, someone's journey to openness and honesty, and she took a different turn to this compared to, I would say, a lot of traditional stories that you hear about the DL, where it's completely the opposite, and it can be very dark and sad. But this didn't give me that. I had moments where I laughed. I would never ever unsee two old men, you know, having a moment and listening to Mr. Loverman by Shaba. Mr. Loverman Shaba. I would not unsee that. It was funny, and it was very much memorable. This book is memorable for a lot of other reasons. There's just so many things that happen in this story where I laugh. Barry is a typical Caribbean man. His mannerism, the crap that come out his mouth, he is so feisty. Some of the things he said, I laugh because I'm like, yeah, that's somebody uncle. Yeah, he Caribbean. She really did a good job in portraying a Caribbean group family and keeping it authentic. They are from Antigua, but there's just a nostalgic feel if you're a Caribbean to a lot of the things that happen in this. But it's somebody's story. It's somebody's story, and in this, you walk away feeling glad that it wasn't a complete disaster, that you can read this and get something positive out of it, and not something so negative about people who chose to have the double life because of their sexuality, that kind of deal. I was it for it, so I definitely recommend it. And then Rebecca, the people who said I was gonna like this, yeah, you're right, because you know I like the messy. And I like the crazy classics of people talking nonsense. Maximum, I don't know what happened to him, but that courtship situation took me out. The man proposed to the woman, and I gotta go. It's the point. I know the page, and let me tell you. Any man said this crap to me while he proposing, He said, no, I'm asking you to marry me, you little fool. Yo, where's the romantic gesture? So the Rebecca was Maximum's first wife, and something happened to her. The main character in this, she is young, he's a little older. She is no family, it's just her, and she's working for this woman as her companion. Lord, what job? You companion for some woman, old grumpy old woman. So he's smitten. He wants her. He wants her to take her to this his home, which is give you this feel of this grand wistful. I can't even say the word. Beautiful setting that you get from this home, dreamy like, and this girl is not. Child, any man come at me like that, I would have been running, running. I'm entertained, and I'm only on the the 7th chapter, which is page 68. I'm on. I got a long way to go with this, but because I'm so drawn up, I'm probably gonna finish this much quicker than I thought. This is good. This is entertaining. This is my kind of classic foolishness. Classic shenanigans, because that proposal took me out. I was like, what? Yo, Rebecca. I'll give you the rundown later, guys. So anyway, I'm going to end this video here. It's long as hell. I know it's the longest vlog ever. But it is the first one of the year. And it has so much going on. And I still had to edit this thing down to at least not too long. But thanks for watching, guys. And have a good day.